welcome all of you to Montana and to the state capitol. This is a distinguished group of educators in a program administered by Montana State University called Teaching Excellence and Achievement Program. You folks are wonderful to be here, and we're honored that you've come to Montana. We want to know a little bit about who you are and where you're from. So we're just going to move around the table. We'll begin on my right. Briefly introduce yourself and where you're from, and then when we get all the way around, we'll talk a little bit about what you're doing here in Montana, what you're learning. So let's go.
Okay, my name is Salifu Bengali. I'm from Mali, West Africa. I'm an English teacher, and I'm here in Montana for the TA program, Teaching Excellence and Achievement. And we are here in Montana to learn teaching techniques, methods, and then improve our English language. And also during this program, we have been doing many things like visiting places, learning English, learning teaching techniques, many things like this. And I think that I will bring back heavy skills about teaching. Thank you.
I am Sola from Tajikistan. I am in this program, Teachers Excellent Achievement Program. We learn lots of different kind of methodology and also leaderships. And we visited most interesting place in Montana. We were in Yellowstone, and it was very amazing. I'm very happy that I was in this program. Yes, Thank you.
Hello, my name is Rosa Campuzano. I'm from the Dominican Republic. In my country, I am an English teacher in high school. I'm learning here many different strategies to be a better teacher, to know more about teaching, how my students learn. And I'm very happy for the opportunity because I'm sure that after coming back to my country, to my school, to my house, I will be a different person. And it is because I'm learning too much here. Thank you very much.
Hello, my name is Diana Jaraba Ramirez. I'm from Colombia. I work in an indigenous school. My students are Indians, and I'm very happy to be here. I really appreciate your help with us because I learned many things. You have the most excellent teachers and professors here. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Rahat. I am from Kyrgyzstan. It's in Middle Asia. It's one of the former Soviet socialist republics. And I am an English teacher. In our country, we learn English as a foreign language. The second language is Russian. The first language is our native language. And here we're learning some techniques of teaching, and also we're sharing the culture. And in our country, we have a good proverb, it's better to see once than to hear 1,000 times. That's why I am happy, and I will, I have a lot of experience about, I have a lot of information about Americans, and I will share about the information with my community. Thank you.
You need your
Good afternoon. My name is Barchinay. I am from Kyrgyzstan too. I teach English to students from the 3rd grade to the 9th grade. And the main goals of my visiting Montana, United States, was the main goals of my this program are to improve my English, to improve my knowledge about United States, to develop my teaching experience. But also I here met many interesting and good people. I made friends with teachers, with excellent teachers from different countries. I found many interesting things that lead me to go forward with hope to the future. And I hope when I come back my country, I'll use all my experience that I had here. Thank you for everything. Thank you for all. You are my excellent friends, and I hope that this my visit won't be the last. Thank you. In the United States.
Hello, my name is Galina Vereshchaka. I am from Kazakhstan, and it's my first trip abroad, and it was my dream to visit the USA. I'm so happy that I have got a lucky chance to meet with many interesting people, to know more about American culture, and thanks to your teachers, we have opportunity to observe lessons in American schools, and I think when we'll be home, we'll talk so much about your country, about your attitude to us. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Veronika Yurova. I am from Russia. I represent Kaluga region. I'm really happy to be here in Montana because during this month I've met a lot of wonderful teachers, educators, and people. So the only thing I can say that my impressions are beyond my expectations. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Nazira Muhidinova. I'm from Tajikistan, Central Asia. So, being the participant of T program, my aim was to enhance my knowledge of US, to see with my own eyes all the sides of US, and to gain more and more new methodologies of teaching English. And I hope returning home I will share all the gained knowledges with my school teachers and all my teachers of my country. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I am Taviwat Kwangkip from Thailand. I am very glad to be here because I like to improve my English and study and learning about American culture. And I learn a lot about American nature, like animals, like bison, elk, moose. It's really my favorite animal here. It's very interesting. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Farhad. I'm an English teacher. I've been in Montana for 4 weeks, sorry. I've learned a lot here and many experiences, and I like being here for 2 more weeks as well because it's an important weeks when we can learn a lot. Thank you very much.
Well, first of all, I want to compliment all of you on your English capabilities. You know, you each have distinctive accents, which to our ears is just a lovely thing to hear. We don't have the opportunity to meet and talk with a lot of people from other countries. So you're special in that way, and we love to hear English from your voices. You know, it's good. So congratulations, you're all very well spoken. My dream is to be able to visit every single country represented here. I must say I've had the wonderful good fortune to visit Kyrgyzstan on numerous occasions. Not very recently, but I treasure the experience and the memories and have made a documentary film about those experiences. And if you live in Bishkek, you might be aware of the Juventus Center. It's a home, well, it's not a home, it's a center for developmentally disabled Kyrgyz that was funded by people from Montana. And so we have a connection with Kyrgyzstan. I'd love to go to Tajikistan and Kazakhstan, you know, when I go back to Kyrgyzstan, which is sometime soon. And I want to go to Africa, I want to go to Russia, you know, I'm envious of where you're coming from. And you might find, you know, a lot of Montanans, we love where we are, we love our animals, we love the nature, we even like our political system, but most of us are eager to go out and see the rest of the world. We only have a couple minutes, and, you know, we could talk a long time about what you do as teachers, but I just want to throw out a proposition, and that is, in designing global civics, there's an assumption, underlying assumption, that there are universal values, you know, that aren't bound by culture, by language, by origin. And that's a big assumption to make. You know, it's not that everything is universal, but certain things under the surface of our skin are common. And I kind of imagine that teachers know this to be true or not true more than anybody else. So I just sort of throw the question out for anyone to comment on. As teachers, do you think there is a sufficiency of commonality where we can actually approach and educate people in civics at a global level by, you know, sharing the particularities of our various systems and our states, our nation states, but still arrive at some kind of common understanding of what it means to be a human being and what we need to know to survive and get along. So that's kind of a wordy introduction to a sort of a question, but feel free in a few minutes' time if you want to comment on that. Any one of you. I think we should have the Speaker of the House address this question. That's what leadership is, you know, the burden of leadership.
Okay, I think as teachers, we share something together, which is we are all human beings, and we need trainings or education which may make all of us equal. And as a teacher, I think everyone may do his best, and not teachers only. Even if you are not teacher, we may have teaching at home. Everywhere we are, there may be a sort of teaching which makes people behave like good citizens. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else want to speak to this?
Maybe someone.
Yes.
It's very important to study civic for everybody. In Colombia, we study democracy too. We can have much money. We can have a lot of treasuries, but the most important is to help other people, to improve our life, to take care of the environment. But if we destroy everything, nothing will be worth in our life. Civic is very important for everybody around the world. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Anyone else? You know, the gentleman to my left did not identify your country of origin. Yeah. So we're backing up to have you tell us where you're from.
I'm from Tajikistan. Tajikistan, situated in Central Asia, and borders with two countries, China, Afghanistan, Kyrgyzstan, Uzbekistan.
And a place of incredible mountains. I know that.
Yeah, 93% of it is mountainous, and 7% is plate.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
Thank you very much.
In the interest of time, we won't drag this on, but I want to repeat my admiration for you as teachers. I'm so glad you've come to Montana. You know, the second part of my dream, I want to visit where you're from, but the other part of my dream is that Global Civics will be a Made in Montana initiative. And once we get it established here, I want our schools to connect with your schools and have a sort of peer-to-peer network so that we have teachers and students learning about the state and the region and the environment that they're in, but then sharing that experience with us and vice versa. So we'd all be addressing similar questions about the economy, about the environment, about politics, governance, the law, but we'd be trading information across cultural lines. And I'm hoping that we can bring this to fruition. Yes, sir.
Okay. That is why we are here. If you see, we are 11 countries here from everywhere. But this program includes 30 countries currently, and divided between 4 universities, and the participants are 150 teachers. And the main focus is that the cultural exchange and teachings strategies, so that world can be connect from everywhere and have the same update informations, the same teaching techniques, and to avoid problems or to avoid also that some part of the world is learning or doing well and some part of the world is not doing well. Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, I'll take advantage to have the last word and let you know that one of you mentioned that you get hope from your colleagues here and from this experience. I have to say, me too. And I have to thank Janelle and Montana State University, her program, for bringing hope to this building. We host students under this under a different program from all over the Middle East, every country there, and these young people come here and tell us what they're thinking, and it's a marvelous experience. So for us, we live in a nice place and our problems are not huge, but we're part of the world and we know we're facing some daunting challenges as a planet. So for us, it's the students and their teachers that bring a sense of hope to this community and to this building. So that's my last word of thanks and appreciation for you being here. And thanks for participating in this little televised conversation. I hope you have a very pleasant journey back to Bozeman and enjoy the rest of your time in Montana.
Thank you. Thank you.